Hello and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. My name is Seth. Since our last upload, what's happened, there's been a lot. Squad has released an update to the game, which I had to update some of the mods, and it basically broke some of the craft that I had flying, so I decided to start again, because it's a fairly significant change, that last update, with now having upgradable buildings and things like that. So what we're going to do is we'll jump straight into the contract center and we'll grab a couple of contracts to launch a vessel and set an altitude record. Now you can see that we only have the ability to have 2 active contracts, and the VAB is limited to certain ship sizes, and so is the launch pad. So we need to make enough money to upgrade facilities as well as launch big rockets. So fairly simple. This first rocket will get us launched, and what we'll also do is, now one of the upgrades for the Kerbal engineer is we must have the 7500 flight computer on there, otherwise it won't show us stats in flight. And I'm also going to not use Jebediah, I'm going to use Bob, simply because I want as much science as possible from this, and using a scientist will give me a little bit more science. I am also going to grab science from the launch pad and transmit that back as soon as we can. Try to get as much of that sweet science as possible. Grab a crew report and we'll keep that. Go EVA and we'll keep it. We'll now review the crew report, send that back. While that's happening, launch. And when I get my engineer settings right, you can see that we're already past terminal velocity. One of the downsides to using a scientist, not a pilot, is we don't have SAS. So we're going to need to remember how to fly these rockets manually. Another crew report, I'll send that back, because while we're firing the engines we can generate electricity. And we only needed to get 5,000 meters, which we've achieved. So let's now go sideways to try and get another biome for more science if possible. And grab the grasslands. There is tundra there somewhere, but it's fairly hard to get. And I think we've missed it anyway. I'd probably need to get action groups so I can just hit one button to get that data. And we're going to come down onto a fairly big slope that's going to be pretty bad. Time warp. And this is nothing really that we've not seen before. It's nothing too complicated. It's basically just, I wouldn't say grinding, but it's just getting through those first few missions until we can get oh well. I kinda wanted to keep that. Anyway. Grab another crew report. Another EVA report. And I wonder if I can... Oh. Stick. There we go. Well, it wasn't, I didn't want to blow up the engine, but all in all, it was reasonably successful. We got 33 science from that. Really, it's the science we're after at this first early stage. So we'll now grab the basic rocketry because there's not much choice. I'm also going to grab survivability for the smaller engines, which will be handy later on. I do need wings, but not yet, so let's grab the survivability. And let's go for an altitude record of 1,100, 11,000 meters. I also have decouplers now, so I'm more than likely going to eject the engine. And I will need... Well, I've also got mystery goo too, so what we can do is stick our antenna there, a couple of goo canisters. So I might put the computer there and the antenna there. Excellent. And that should get me to 2,000 meters. Sorry, 11,000 meters. Yeah, I think we're good. And who have we got? We still got Bob, purely for the science. No sass. And let's grab the goo from the launch pad. Get rid of the old contracts. As always, keeping our atmospheric efficiency below terminal velocity. I'll start to turn it. Oh, I am turning against the rotation of the Earth. We do have enough fuel to complete this objective, so I'm not too worried about that. I want to push it over to try to get some more biomes if at all possible. Okay, so there's the 11,000 meters. We're well and truly past the that little tiny patch of tundra, so let's grab that crew report. Sorry, the mystery goo. Now what we might try and do will have a shot at landing this. I'll just adjust the staging. Just going to time warp a little bit. It's only a small bit of slope, so we might be almost successful. Because I've got 2 seconds worth of fuel. We will pop the parachute. Slows us down. And I'm just going to time accelerate a touch more. So we're now 100 meters above the surface. Just going to use the last tiny bit of fuel we've got to slow our descent. I might be able to land on top of this engine. Maybe. Just maybe. No. And something's going to explode. Nope. We're good. Excellent. So we should get a little bit more science for that. We now have 24. We're able to get it's worth 1,828 to recover the fuel tank, so it's worth it. And yep. So 24 science. Still can't afford the next few tech levels, but we might leave it there, and I'll talk to you again in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.